project, and the unit I chose to do for my empowerment project is the Latin American culture and identity. The weaponry I chose to use is food and culinary traditions. I chose this weaponry because Latin American dishes are a form of cultural expression that are also used as a resistance against globalization. It's also used as idea of celebrations of indigenous foods, for example, like empanadas, tamales, and other different foods that we see here on the screen. If I had to say which undercurrent it belongs to, I would say it could fit under all three undercurrents. It could be a social, cultural undercurrents because the resurgence of indigenous, Afro-Latin, and also folk cultures are used as a use of backdrop against globalization. Also, Western influence are key of this undercurrent as well. It could also be a social undercurrent because they use the struggle of inequality and gender inequalities as a social current because it can be used as a social movement, which can be used for advocating for women's rights and also the demand for racial injustice as well. Lastly, it could be a political undercurrent because the idea of anti-imperialism and anti-colonism can be used as currents because it can shape Latin American thoughts and policy as well. These undercurrents aren't just abstract concepts, they can also affect our lives by shaping our identities, which can guide our social actions and also drive our political engagement. Because if we start talking about them, we encourage people to challenge the status quo, fight for justice, and also reclaim our history in the past, or isn't claimed now in the present. Thank you again for listening to my PowerPoint in my presentation, and